More than 100 Democrats are calling on House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer to expand the voting agenda this week to include a relief proposal. In their letter, the coalition, which includes several members from tough swing districts, they called for consideration of the Worker Relief and Security Act. The letter reads, "As Democrats, we know how important it is to get aid to the people who need it most. While there are various proposals to extend unemployment benefits, the only way to provide financial relief to millions of Americans without being subject to political hurdles is to enact automatic stabilizers for unemployment benefits. By passing legislation that ties unemployment benefits to economic triggers, we can ensure that aid is restored to those who need it and prevent future lapses as long as the economy tells us aid is needed." Introduced by Virginia Democrat Don Bayer, Vice Chair of the Joint Economic Committee, and Washington State Representative Derek Kilmer, Chair of the moderate New Democrat Coalition, the bill would tie $600 of extra weekly unemployment benefits to economic triggers, to avoid the benefits lapsing due to partisan bickering. The proposal not only got support from more moderate Democrats but also key members of the Congressional Progressive Caucus, including New York Democrat Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Pelosi, California Democrat, and Mr. Hoyer, Maryland Democrat, set Saturday for a vote on their Postal Service bill, which would revert any operation policies to what was in place in January 2020 and provide $25 billion in funding. The bill is specifically tailored to only address the hard-hit Postal Service. Democrats got flack from Republicans for reconvening in an emergency session but not addressing the pandemic. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, California Republican, wrote in a letter, "At a time when it should be all hands on deck, House Democrats this week decided to extend their shadow voting scheme by granting themselves permission to vote from home through October 2. This has been a trademark of the Democrats' entire failed majority, attacking this administration while neglecting the needs of our constituents." White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows is hoping this bill means Mrs. Pelosi will be open to passing a skinny relief deal to include at least funding for schools and small business loans. Talks between the top Democrats and the White House stalled earlier this month, before President Trump signed executive orders to extend enhanced unemployment benefits, pause evictions, institute a payroll tax break, and deferrals on student loans. Democrats blamed the Republicans for not agreeing to a middle ground between their $3.5 trillion proposal and the GOP's $1 trillion. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin said there could be some wiggle room on a top-line number, but they needed to see serious compromises on enhanced unemployment and funding to state and local governments.